Today we are going to discuss the Albert coat of arms. There are 3 videos that we made on the Albert coat of arms because there are so many coats of arms for this surname. This is video 1 of 3. And before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. Okay, first coat of arms to discuss was granted to Joseph Jean Baptiste Albert, born 1771. He was a major general, ennobled in the French Empire in 1810. He was a Grand Officer of the Legion of Honor and a Knight of the Order of St. Louis. He was involved in the invasion of Russia. And here we see Joseph Jean Baptiste. And here we see an alternate coat of arms. Next, we have George Albert, born 1776, captain of grenadiers, and then colonel of the skirmishers of the Imperial Guard, knighted in 1810. Here we see Mr. Albert. Next, we have very old and widely used coat of arms for Albert from France, and was used by Hugh Albert, alive in the year 1479, and Jean Albert, lords of Boussargues, sons of Tommaso Alberti II. So it looks like they originally descended out of Italy. There was also Jacques Albert, alive in the year 1528, lord of Boussargues, Sabran, Sagries, who had grandson Honor Albert of Leuns, who was lord of Brantes and governor. He actually killed a man in a duel. Next we have Edouard Albert, lord of Saint Co, Le Pen, Sabran, captain of 50 foot soldiers. Another for Albert of Saint Andre. Another from Auxerre in Yonne, France. Next, the arms of Louis Charles Albert, 2nd Duke of Leuns, born 1620, peer of France and the first translator of the work of René Descartes, son of Charles Albert, the 1st Duke, and grandson of Honor d'Albert, born 1540. Louis Charles was the father of 14 children. And here we see Charles Albert on the left and Louis Charles on the right, the 1st and 2nd Dukes. And here we have Charles Honor Albert, born 1656, Duke of Leuns, Duke of Chevreuse, which was a subsidiary title. He was a private advisor to King Louis and the eldest son of Louis Charles. Here we see Charles. Albert of Ailly in Picardie. Honor Albert, born 1581, created Duke of Chaulnes in 1621, was Marshal of France, governor of Picardie. Here we see him here. Leon Albert, born 1582, who became the 3rd Duke of de Pinny through marriage. He was the younger brother of Charles Albert. Next, Michael Ferdinand d'Albert d'Ailly, born 1714. He was Duke of Picquigny and then Duke of Chaulnes from 1744. He was a French astronomer, physicist, and Freemason. We see his likeness here. He was married to Anne Joseph Bonny, who we see here. Next, Charles Albert, Duke of Leuns in 1619, governor of Amboise, captain of the Louvre, Grand Falconer, gentleman to the chamber, captain of 100 men at arms. Nicholas Albert, secretary to the King's House and Crown of France, secretary of finances. Pierre Albert, an apothecary in Toulon, alive in the year 1696. Dukes of Luxembourg from Amiens. Leon Albert, born 1582, Lord of Pinny, was created a peer of France in 1620 and was Prince of Tingry and Count of Ligny. Albert de Laval from Agenus, Francois de Albert de Laval, who died in 1546, was the father of 4 sons. Next, Francois de Albert, looks like the same family here. And we have Joseph de Albert, alive in the year 1696, Lord of de Sillens, son of Balthasar de Albert II. Matthieu Albert, alive in the year 1696, a merchant of the village of Aix. The Marquis de Fosse, Dominique de Albert du Chesnay, born 1682, was Marquis de Fosse and the son of Antoine. Antoine de Albert du Chesnay, the second Marquis of Chesnay, commander in the French Navy, died in 1751, fought at the Battle of Toulon. Artaud de Montauban, Dauphin. Jean d'Albert, Lord of La Mothe, captain for the king in Piedmont, married Francois Artaud de Montauban. And lastly, from Lorraine, we have Jean Albert of Garencourt, Provost of Apremont, who was ennobled in 1527. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, link in the description. Thank you very much.